Man, y'all know the face, y'all know the name. You tune into the World's Wildest Podcast, Talk Ain't Cheap Podcast, hosted by yours truly, Mr. It's a Movie, Clears Real Talk. And I got a special guest here with me. This is a podcast that's definitely long overdue. It's kind of crazy. I haven't seen this brother since 2017, 2016, and he's doing his thing. So, in traditional Talk Ain't Cheap fashion, I do not introduce my guest. So, guest, please introduce yourself.
My boy. What's good, man? This Mr. This nigga must be fucking stupid. I'm good at cussing all that. Oh yeah, I swear to God. Fuck all these niggas, bro. Swear to God. This is what I'm here for, man.
Nah, what's going on?
Big bro CB, Buffalo, New York, big Upstate, stand up. We in the building, man. We here. Staten Island, what up?
You know it's crazy. Before you got here, I was looking at a couple of your rap battles.
Oh, you were?
Yeah, and I was looking at
you doing some homework?
I have to.
Okay, that's fine.
I have to.
That's fine.
And I was just sitting here looking in my head like, yo, how do you guys prepare for these battles? Because I know that they are not easy to do.
Nah, they're not.
3 rounds.
3 rounds.
2 minutes to 5 minutes each.
Yeah, usually it's like 2:30 or 3. I usually go 3 minutes.
And it's like, it's intense. You got people in there yelling. You got people there because you try to get your bars out. You try to get your round done, and people keep stopping because of the emotions and stuff like that. So you got to do that. You got the other opponent all up on you, trying to be disrespectful, talking through your rounds and stuff. How did you get involved into battle rap?
How I get involved in battle rap? That's so. I mean, as a battle rapper or like on like. Just like involved as in like a fan or whatnot.
Let's as a battle rapper.
So as a battle rapper, I used to do music. You remember when I used to do music?
Of course.
I was in the music for a minute when I was in college and all that. Just when I was a younger period, I was doing music for like 10 years. And then there wasn't no motion to it, and I didn't feel like confident in myself and stuff like that with that. So I took time off. I just quit that. I was like, yeah, I'm not doing this no more. So then I was just, in limbo for a while. And then somebody I knew, actually from UB, we used to walk home because I used to have a class late at night. And we used to have to take the bus because, I commuted. And so did he. He used to flip burgers in the Commons.
Oh, okay. Yeah, shout out to the Commons.
Yeah, so he used to flip. So we used to catch the bus late night. And we was just kicking. That's how I met him. So, and then we used to kick it on the bus all the time. And then, long story short, later on, years go by. I see him again out of the blue, and he's like, "Yo, what's good?" I'm like, "Yo, what's good?" And he's like, "Man, I'm just helping this battle league." And at the time, that's Whoever Wants Smoke. That's in Buffalo, and that's where I first started battling at. And I was like, "Yo, man, that would be cool to do," because I wasn't doing nothing at the time. So. Then the rest is history right there. So
let's talk about you as a battle rap fan. What was that like for you? How did you get involved as a battle rap fan?
So obviously like at first you get into it from like 106 in Park, Freestyle Friday, Blind Fury and all that, you know what I'm saying, after school. Then, like, I was really big Cassidy fan, too. And okay. Cassidy, back then, he was all, like, battle rap this, battle rap that. But that was before I even seen it on YouTube or anything. And then one day, I just looked it up on YouTube. And then my first battle I ever watched was T-Rex. And he was crazy. He was going crazy. I'm like, oh, this is crazy.
Is that what K-Sean was in there? He's like, get that nigga, Rex!
Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely. I know exactly what battle you talking about.
Nah, that was a minute ago, though. Like, that's like that's like T-Rex versus Young Ill. So, like, and that was the first time I ever heard acapella battle rap. Because I always thought battle rap was on the beat.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then, yeah, ever since then, I've been in tune, just like doing homework, discovering different people, new people, just being involved in the culture. And then, but that was like 2012, 2013. So that's when I first really discovered modern battle rap, you know what I'm saying?
So is there different levels to battle rap?
As far as what?
Like, would you say like, there's different tiers in battle rap, that there's different ways to do battle rap, there's different skill sets in battle rap?
Oh, absolutely. The battle rap it's so diverse. You wouldn't even think about it unless you get involved with the culture. You got people that are like punchers. You got people that are considered pens. You got people that are considered like real talk guys. You got charismatic guys. You got people that do multi-syllable rhyming. Like there's so many different styles in battle rap, and then some are more modern than others also, because it's been around for a long time. Like I mean, relatively a long time. So like I would say, like, I mean, I'm not an expert by any means on all the history, but there's been battle rap like on like Grind Time and all that stuff. That's back when like they had DVDs and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Smack DVD and all that. So it's been a minute, man. But you have some styles are newer, some styles are older. So it depends on what your style is and what you're good at.
What would you consider your style to be?
Me, I'm a puncher. I'm a puncher. That's what I like. That's what I started off as. Even when I was doing music, I liked punchlines. That was my thing. So I always felt like that was one of my strong suits. Like I always like being in high school, like at the lunch table. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's doing like the fake little battles. I always try to come up with the most clever punchlines and stuff. That was my thing. Cassidy, Wayne, all them dudes, they was going crazy. And like in the beginning, like I said, like T-Rex, Daylight, they all had their intricate way of punching and stuff that was cool to me. So that's what I gravitated towards. I mean, I don't think that's the most, like, I don't feel like it would be unfair for me to say that's the best kind of battle rap. That's my favorite kind of battle rap, like punchers, because that's how I feel people get so creative. Like it's amazing what some of these people are saying. Like it's different.
How do you come up with a rhyme scheme, like a battle rap scheme?
You mean like you mean like
like for example, like let's say like a battle rapper is about to is coming up with his own set for a battle, and he's like, I know what, I'm gonna do a whole scheme to it.
Okay.
Like
I mean, it depends. So I mean, sometimes it's just random. Sometimes you come up with a couple punches or a couple lines that kind of go off the same topic, and some people will be like, oh, yo, I could say every NBA team in this one little section, or I could say all these, and it's cool if you do it right, but it can be done very bad. Mm-hmm. So I'm not necessarily a schemer. That's another type of battle rap style. People who go crazy with the schemes. It's like I like the people that are able to incorporate everything in one. Be very well rounded, because you got to be careful, because this is competitive. So if you're coming with the same thing every single time, they're gonna figure out your style, and they're gonna figure out how to counteract that quick. So you got to be versatile.
Understood. Mm-hmm. Understood. So how do you navigate the politics in battle rap?
I hate the politics. Politics suck in battle rap.
Aren't you the Upstate Rookie of the Year?
I was. Yeah, last year. I think there's a couple dudes right now that are putting in a lot of work. Shout out to Ryrie Lauren and Cassio Jiggs and Baby Slat. There's a couple people in Upstate right now that's really doing their thing from the Rookie of the Year standpoint. So I'm looking forward to seeing that. And then they're gonna put me up against whoever gets it this year. So I'm gonna have to put them in their place. But politics, bro. Politics is whack, bro. It makes everything more complicated. It makes it a drama TV show, bro. It makes everything Love and Hip Hop battle rap edition. It's just trash.
In what way? Like what about the politics is so trash? Like what's going on?
I mean, it's cool. Like sometimes it's cool to set up storylines for the battles to keep people interested in them. But if you're talking about strictly like just like operate, like, so the thing about it is everybody wants to be everybody wants to go up in battle rap. Like, everybody wants to be the top person, and you know what I'm saying? Everybody wants to be the most respected. Everybody wants to get paid the most. Everybody wants to do this. But by doing that, you fuck up the competition level. Like, because the people who are up there, they don't want to go low. So they're going to avoid a lot of battles. You know what I'm saying? They're not going to go, unless you're like me, I go up against whoever. I like competition. I'm a competitive person. I don't go for the politics because sometimes it takes away from it. Like, you know, because sometimes the politics will tell you, hey, go against this person. He's popular or hot right now, and he's maybe garbage. So you got to, I mean, some people like going against trash people, but I don't. Like, it's not fun to me. It's like why? It's like going to the park and going on the little kids who, like, for what? That's not what I'm here for. But as far as politics and stuff, man, like, I'd rather just, I'm here for the sport, man. I'm here for the sport. I'm not here for anything else, really. So, I mean, luckily I've been blessed to be around a lot of people and, you know, got introduced to people and, you know, just been able to create a lot of networking. And I've been able to get a lot of opportunities that way. But it's like politics anywhere else, bro. At your job, you know, people kissing ass, people being fake friends, people, you know, being around you for the wrong reasons. It's just dumb.
So, how do you navigate the politics?
I mean, I'm learning to just stay out of it. You know, I'm lucky and I'm blessed enough to where people reach out to me enough to where to battle. You know what I'm saying? I don't like in the beginning I had to reach out to a lot of leagues and really put myself out there. But luckily I've been able to create a name for myself in Upstate. To where people are starting to be aware of who I am and who my team is. Shout out to L.O.B City. You know, we were just up here. You know, we were just up here last weekend at We Go Hard in Brooklyn. Well, it was in Queens, but they threw a card and like three of the people from L.O.B City were on there and they did wonderful. So like that alone is just creating awareness for us and, you know, upping our stock. So
what is L.O.B City? And tell me more about L.O.B City.
So L.O.B City is a group that me and One Way Burke started back in March of last year. So that would be 2022. We actually were, so at the time there was a lot of groups. Or at the time, I wouldn't say a lot of groups. It was probably like 2 or 3 groups. And we felt like the groups was doing this shit weird. Like I felt like it was like, people were doing shit for themselves and then like they was shitting on everybody, and me and Burke was like, you know what, bro, like we decided like we don't like how these people are moving. We want to move a little bit differently. And the crazy thing is that people were reaching out to me like, yo, join our crew, and people were reaching out to Burke like, yo, join our crew. And we were both like, we don't really like what these people are stand for. You know what I'm saying? We don't like how they work. Like they go around. Like some people, like there's some groups out there. I'm not gonna say no names, but there's groups out there that are like quick to shit on everybody. You know what I'm saying? Or quick to put down another person. You know what I'm saying? And of course, it's battle rap in the sport. That's acceptable. But outside of the sport, I feel like if we all don't support each other, then we're not gonna go anywhere. Especially in Upstate, where it's such a isolated thing, because we have New York here, and New York is like one of the meccas of, it's probably the mecca of battle rap and hip hop and all of that. You know what I'm saying? So you got We Go Hard, you got all, you know, Smack, you got all the big leagues out here. I battle. That's where I'm battling tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, everybody's just starting out. And if we're all like, yo, this nigga's trash, you know what I'm saying, then it's crabs in the barrel. You know what I'm saying? So what we decided was like, yo, you know, L.O.B City, you know, the basketball team, the Clippers and all that, everything was about getting an assist to get a highlight play. So we took that mentality of like, yo, we're going to, instead of like, and then that's another thing too, like intergroup politics. Like there's groups that like, people in the group are competing for opportunities. You know what I'm saying? And they're like, some people are like sneaky and want to get the opportunity more than they mans, you know, or so they mans don't get it. but we wanted to operate differently. So it's like, yo, everything else is like we help each other get opportunities. And not only that, but we help the people around us that's not even in our group. You know what I'm saying? Like me, everybody was early on is like, yo, this nigga CB, he's dick eating everybody. He's, you know, always like saying good things about people, which is fucking terrible apparently. But I was on the shit where I'm like, yo, I'm gonna always promote people that I feel like are good, whether they're on my team or not. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like that's how it's supposed to be, because you never know who's listening or seeing that post that never heard of that person before. And if you saying that, yo, this nigga's trash, it's just lying, because it's not the truth. You know what I'm saying? But there are people that have been doing this for a long time who feel like, yo, they get shitted on and they don't get the respect because it's a competitive sport. You know what I'm saying? You don't see a lot of people going to the park and playing basketball like, yo, that guy's nice over there. Nobody, you know, really see that because it's weird or whatever the case may be. But I don't know, we just feel differently. So with that being said, you know, we just work. We want to work in a positive way. You know what I'm saying? We want to get more attention to Upstate. We want to get attention to battle rappers because I feel like if one person wins, we all win. Because like Casino C's, for example, we're not the best of friends in the world, but he like was one of the first people in recent times to get a URL drop on the app, which is great because that creates opportunity and awareness for all of us. You know what I'm saying? But that doesn't mean I gotta go be his best friend and dick eat him and, you know, all of that. But at the same time, you can still show the mutual respect that you have for that person. So, and that's the way it should be. You're supposed to boost the people that are around you that are doing well. You know what I'm saying? Otherwise, you're gonna discourage them from doing well. You know what I'm saying? That's whack.
No, I understand completely, and I think sometimes it gets tough because battle rap is one of those sports where it's like you have to be sometimes so disrespectful. Yeah. And people think that the disrespect has to continue even throughout the sport. Yeah,
that's true. And like, a lot of people feel that way.
And it doesn't have to be that way because it's like it can be the sport being the sport, and then after the sport, it don't gotta be personal. Like it's kind of like who said that it has to get personal all the time.
Yeah, I like I said, I do it for the sport, bro. I don't know any of these people personally, like that. I mean, some of them I do, but like most of the time, like these are complete strangers. I'm not like gonna go do homework, look on their Facebook, and see like embarrassing shit and bring it up. Like. I don't care. Like, I don't care though. I don't want to do, like, bro, that's like going to the basketball court and, like, fouling so you can win. You get what I'm saying? Or doing, I mean, some people are like that. Or they'll take advantage of their body, like, their height or their body weight or whatever the case may be. I was always the person, like, if I'm going to win out of my own merit. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to create. I want to be better. And if I'm not better, I lose. And then I learn from how I lost and get better the next time.
So you don't see yourself ever coming at somebody's like body weight or dysfunction or...
I mean, if it's something that like has already been brought up, maybe. But I'm not going to go crazy on like their personal life. You know what I'm saying? Once somebody already brings it in, then it's like kind of fair game. Because everybody says it, but even that, I don't even go based off of what everybody says, because then I feel like I'm not being creative enough. Like, that's an easy target, like, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. That's tough. I feel like battle rap is such a unique situation because it's like, if you don't come at somebody it's kind of like one of those things that's like, yo, like you get points for being disrespectful. Like, we see people like Arsenal the rapper. That man is probably the most disrespectful rapper I've ever seen in my whole life.
Yeah, but shout out to Arsenal. You know what I'm saying? He's a legend. But, like, I feel like that style of battling is cool, but it's also dated. Like, if you're going to... Like, he'll just go up there and just strictly say disrespectful things, whether it's clever or not. And that's whack. You know what I'm saying? Like... This is a creative art form. This is not like that's what it's become now, in my opinion. So if you're not going up there and being creative, you lose to me. You know what I'm saying? If you're not going up there and like saying clever things that like make me go, ooh, you know what I'm saying? I mean, don't get me wrong. There's some people that are disrespect people. There's some people that are like comedian battle rappers, you know what I'm saying? Who's going to try to clown on you and they'll win off of that. I've seen it happen, you know what I'm saying? But that's just not the type of person I am, so.
How do you feel about the Saga? Do you know the Saga, the Christian battle?
I just saw Saga actually. He was just battling. I saw him live for the first time.
How was it?
I mean, shout out to the Saga, man. Shout out to the Salute. Yeah,
that's it. All right, no problem. We'll keep it going.
Next question.
Because I always wondered, like, I like the Saga. I think he's dope. But I just always wondered, like,
I feel if the question is about Christian battle rappers, then I feel like I like some Christian battle rappers more than others. You know what I'm saying? And I think that in my opinion, I feel like labeling yourself a Christian battle rapper is almost a gimmick. Like, there are a lot of Christian battle rappers. You don't have to be a Christian battle rapper. You get what I'm saying? That's like labeling yourself a Christian rapper. You know what I'm saying? Like Pusha T, for example, or DMX, for example. They were Christian rappers. But they didn't go out of the way to put themselves in a box. Now, I mean, I get it. It appeals to a certain audience. I'm not mad at it. And then, I mean, you also have, like, I also shout out to Quavis. You got battle rappers who are preachers in their real life. You know what I'm saying? And they use a similar skill set. You know what I'm saying? Like being in front of people, saying clever things to get reaction. Just say it's the same thing. But to label yourself a Christian battle rapper, yeah, I feel like it's gimmicky in my opinion.
So would you rather them just be battle rappers?
Yeah, for sure. And I mean, you can just
talk about Christ.
About God and Christ. Yeah, but like, and then they put you in a bubble because, like, Loso, for example. Loso is a Christian battle rapper, and he's very creative. But again, he puts himself in a box. Now that you labeled yourself a Christian battle rapper, people are saying like, you're a hypocrite because you're talking about, because battle rap is in like historically been insulting you, talking about guns, talking about violence, talking about everything that Christians don't talk about. Now, unless you have an angle on every single person, which is not easy to do, which some people do, it's, I mean, A-Ward, I think, is a Christian battle rapper, and he's really good, you know what I'm saying? They got, I mean, hey, whatever you want to do as a battle rapper, if you want to be a battle rapper, you do you, whatever works for you. I think that you limit yourself and put yourself in a box once you label yourself anything. Like, if you say, yo, I'm the white battle rapper, you just become an easy target at that point just to get all the white jokes. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just go up there and be a battle rapper.
You don't see that you don't see it as a strength though, because I've seen a couple of like battle rappers that are Christian basically weaponize the fact that they're Christian. So like all the Christian jokes and the religious jokes doesn't work because everyone's kind of like, that's already out there. Like, what else are you gonna bring to the table? Like, what else can you say about me that doesn't have to do with God or religion? And
again, I agree, but then that's like, you know, and then it fucks up the competition as well, because then you go in there and you're gonna hear the same bars that, because a lot of battle rappers are lazy also and don't go do their homework on what we've already heard. You know what I'm saying? So if you're a good battle rapper, you're gonna be nice regardless. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's an art form, bro. It's not even like but I'm also not mad at people using their platform to spread the message that they want to spread also. So
it's kind of give and take, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fair enough. So let's talk about music, because I know you more outside of battle rap. I know you as a person. I know you as Young Scholar.
Yeah.
So let's talk about where you were at that time. You know, Young Scholar doing the sickle cell auction at UB and doing those type of events. Like, what made you want to stop doing music? Because I thought you were super talented.
Because I was always music is tough because I always felt like music is tough because I've always felt like what I wanted to say wasn't always what the popular popular, what do you call it? The
It wasn't like the main consensus of what everybody else was
like
doing.
What I was doing was more like rappy, like rap. You know what I'm saying? And at the time, people would like music was changing into more like lit stuff, you know what I'm saying, like party and stuff, and that's what was popular at the time. Now there was always a lane for that, but I was also young and I was conflicted because I always I wanted to become successful, but I felt like the lane I was going down wasn't made it harder to be successful. So I mean, do I feel like I was a good rapper? Yeah, retrospectively. I do feel like I was good for where I was at, but at the same time, it wasn't what was gonna like sell records or anything. Music is a totally different ball game. Like, now music business is something that, you know, has been a thing since forever. You know what I'm saying? And then also at the time, that was before Benny and Conway and everybody, so it was still like up in the air. Like, yo, nobody's made it from Buffalo. So we didn't, you know what I'm saying? Nobody knew what they were doing. So Buffalo didn't have a sound until Conway and and Benny and Westside came, you know what I'm saying? In my opinion. But, you know, it's annoying, bro. And then, you know, another thing too, I don't like I've been on tour, I've done a lot of performances and stuff, and it's like you never know what people want to hear when you go perform either. I've also performed and it's been crickets. I've gotten booed, I've gotten cheered doing the same performance on two different stages. So being a young kid at 18, you know, 19, 20, I don't know what the hell I'm doing, and the feedback that I'm getting is all over the place because everybody has different opinions. At least with battle rap, it's like, you know what's good, you know what I'm saying? And you know what's not good for the most part. I mean, it's pretty cut and dry. And it's just a lot that goes into music, bro, you know what I'm saying?
So what was the defining moment that made you want to stop doing music? Because for me, I felt like you was on the verge of actually going to break that ceiling.
I think there was a time where after I stopped going to school and it was just me and my man Kareem, we were just in the studio alone and I didn't have any feedback. Like I always had like people around, or I was somewhere where I can show my music or I can rap and get feedback, immediate feedback. You know what I'm saying? And also not to mention too, I was doing music with my dad and shit. You know what I'm saying? And obviously, you know, parents and, you know, doing things with your parents, that goes up and down. You know what I'm saying? You have a relationship with your parents and sometimes you don't, you know. So that makes more things complicated too. One thing about battle rap is I did that on my own, or at least that was something I chose to do, like, by my own choice. Not saying that he forced me to do it, but it was just something that I did. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't relying on, because my dad had the studio. I was relying on him for studio time. I was relying on him for a lot of stuff. And when he wasn't always doing things, like, I felt like I wasn't moving the way I wanted to, or as fast as I could, or he like you know your parents. Imagine you making a song and you saying, yo, this is dope, and you really feel like it's dope, and then they're like, you know what I'm saying? And then it's like, what is the gauge? Like, I don't even know, you know what I'm saying? So,
and especially the generation gap. Like, that's your dad,
absolutely.
And he came up during like a different era of hip hop.
Yeah, he hates like new hip hop.
and you have to kind of bridge the gap between this new hip hop and this old generation of hip hop in a space where Buffalo didn't have a sound, and Buffalo didn't have a direction at that time of who was really gonna be that person to really break through. And they gotta think with the party scene in college, like you could get a different grasp of what was hot. Because UB was a very interesting time in the space at that time.
Yeah,
like you were dope. Like people, I felt respected your art form because you gotta.
Shout out to Goya. Shout out to Upstate. Spin the Block.
Shout out to Spin the Block. You at that time got a lot of love for doing music.
But you know what's crazy, bro? After a while, I stopped even listening to music. It's crazy. Like I stopped enjoying music because once you do something, and you're trying to do it and you're trying to be successful, you try to. Well, at least for me, I tried to break it down as much as I could. And after a while, I started listening to people, and I would just critique them every single time. And I'm still struggling with trying to get back into listening to music, just because, I don't even know what I like and don't like anymore. So I gotta really put in the work to grow love for music again. Not to do it, just to enjoy it for what it is. I mean, it's tough now, especially too with just the accessibility of music now. Bro, I have songs in my Apple Music library or albums that I never even listened to yet. I just be adding shit. I'll get to it later, and then next thing you know, you got 1,000 albums in there that, you know what I'm saying? Then it just becomes a task. I gotta go listen to this so I can either delete it or not. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know. And I don't even have, there isn't even a lot of time that I have to listen to music anymore. I don't listen to music in the car. I don't listen to music playing the game. I don't.
So where did this feeling of not really loving the music?
I think because I was trying to dissect it and do it to the best of my ability so much that I got frustrated with it, because at some point I was trying to do what I was listening to and it wasn't working. So I was like, all right, well, I can't value that anymore. It was super complicated.
Go ahead.
But I was going to say, after a while too, I stopped doing music for myself. I started doing music to please other people. And then once you do anything to please other people, that's when you really go downhill, because you're never gonna please everybody. There's always gonna be somebody that don't like what the fuck you doing. So, but that comes with maturity also, understanding that, and I give a lot of credit to people who make it and become successful while they're young doing music, because I could only imagine what that's like. That's probably very difficult. I mean, you hear a lot of famous people, they're like, you don't read your comments, you know what I'm saying? Stay off of socials, you know what I'm saying? But it's and then not only that, but then it's as an artist, you need to be on socials to promote yourself because nobody else is going to do it, you know what I'm saying? That shit is a headache.
So how do you navigate the social media portion of everything? Because that's one thing I said that I also understand a lot about, when it comes to just promoting your stuff as a battle rapper as well. You have to kind of see, what people are saying about the battle to get a better sense of how well you're doing and how well you're rising through the ranks. So how do you navigate doing that and balance that?
I struggle with that to this day still. You know what I'm saying? There's still time. As of right now, I don't go on social media that often anymore. If I log into Facebook, I got the 99 plus notifications. I don't even go on that shit no more. I only go on there if I have to drop a promo video or I have to promote my battle or something like that, and then I get off it and delete the app automatically. Very recently, I had to get off of the shit, because there was a point in time where I'm about to retire, bro, because the shit was fucking with my mental health. It wasn't good. Like I said, there's always somebody that has something negative to say. There's always somebody that's it's so my mental health isn't great as it is. So adding social media and comparing yourself to other people, trying to please people, you see people that are hating, you see people that are purposefully saying bad things to get inside your head, you see your opponent saying things that may or may not be true, that you have people saying things that are true that you don't want to be true, and then you have internal struggles, you have all types of shit. It's like it can be very toxic if you don't you navigate it the right way. And luckily, shout out to people like Penny, Chase, Stretch, Real Talk, a lot of the people that have been Quavis, a lot of people that have been around for a while, especially in Upstate, that I have immediate contact to, that are able to give me that game. Like, yo, this is how you're supposed to do it, bro. Because if you're doing it the way you're doing it right now, you're gonna go crazy. It doesn't make sense. You know what I'm saying? But I'm new. I just started a year and a half ago. I mean, that's relatively new, but still, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm still learning how to navigate everything. I'm still learning how to be effective. You know what I'm saying? And shout out to Matlock too. That's my boy. And Matlock, he gave me a lot of game just because he's his name Matlock Game. That's funny. But he gave me a lot of game because, like, he's very into health, mental health, physical health. He's very, like, holistic, you know what I'm saying? He knows about everything. He's the first person to even teach me about, like, social media detoxes and all that, like, and it helps. It helps a lot, you know what I'm saying?
So let's just touch on the topic of mental health. You said that your mental health hasn't been the greatest. What has happened, I guess, during your process to get you to the space where your mental health doesn't impact your battle rap?
I still do it. Like, anyone who does battle rap can relate. Shout out to Rari in the chat. Rari's one of the he's one of the Rookie of the Year candidates for sure. Bro, anyone that does battle rap can relate to mental health issues. I believe, because it's like, it's something where, like, you go on to, like, you're putting yourself up, to be, and you have to be, you're basically allowing someone to attack your character for 9 minutes on stage in front of 50 people in real life, 60 to 100 people in real life, and then when the battle drops, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, you really have to be, like, inner peace. You really have to be, like, aware of yourself. You know what I'm saying? Self-awareness. You really have to be, because you're putting yourself up for attack every time. You know what I'm saying? Someone could come, like, bro, I've really struggled my whole life with being mixed. Every single battle someone brings up me being mixed. You know what I'm saying? That's just a part of it. But eventually you just start to accept what it is. And that's the only, like, it's almost like confronting everything that you don't like about yourself in front of everybody. So in a sense, it's like therapy, because unless you don't accept it, but if you accept it, then it's you're like, yeah, I don't care what anybody has to say about me. But not everybody is that confident in themselves, you know what I'm saying? Or comfortable with themselves. So in one way, it's difficult because, like I said, and then not only that, but you have performance anxiety. You have to prep for weeks at a time. Like, it's tough. Like, you got people, like, and then not only that, bro, a perfect example, right? When I battled Miss Ill, I thought I was ready. I was good. I was like, yo, this is great material. This is everything. I go up there. I feel like I rapped way better than her that night, but the consensus was she smoked me, or whatever the case may be.
And who was the consensus?
The people who were in the building, and the people who did the spaces recaps and everything like that, which may or not be in my favor to begin with either way. And that's something you gotta address also, like, But when you're early, bro, you don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like, you think that's something, like I said, like, that's something I always struggle with. People that are so-called supposed to be ahead of you talking down on you always. Like, whether it's competition, whether it's personal, whatever it is. Like, this is the first time, like, battle rap is the first place I've ever been at where it's okay to just say wild shit about people. And, like, in real life, you'd be like, yo, you're wilding. Like, why would you say that? But, like, in battle rap, it's okay because it's supposed to be like that for whatever reason. I don't operate like that. In the beginning, I was like, all right, maybe I'll just fall in line or whatever. But even while I was doing that, I didn't even feel comfortable. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just not who I am. So, you know, it's great. It's bad and good in different times. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, battle rap costs money. Not everybody's getting paid. I went a long time without getting paid. Sometimes I still don't get paid. You know what I'm saying? And you have to take time out of your day. You have to take time out of your like, I have to take time away from my girl, my family, my own, and, you know, time that I have for myself to decompress, whatever the case may be. I like, damn, I gotta go prep today. I gotta go write today. I gotta go do this. And then you have, yo, is this good enough? That's some shit that's fucked up with battle rap or just with anything creative, I'm sure. Like, struggling with, yo, is this good enough? Like, am I doing my best? Challenging yourself, and then not challenging yourself, but also not having, like, also not putting too high expectations on yourself. It's really, like, this whole shit is like a practice in discipline, self-awareness, all of that shit. But I mean, I'm still here for a reason, so something must be happening good.
And like I said, I just watched one of your battles against L.O.B the God.
Yeah, shout out to L.O.B. He's actually a L.O.B City member now. Shout out to him.
Wow, that's big.
Yeah, for sure. We're at fuck, bro. We're probably at like 7 members right now.
How did you get to that point to grow a team?
Just people that we felt like aligned with our values. You know what I'm saying? Like, the L.O.B in L.O.B City is actually an acronym for our values, which is lifting, overachieving, and balancing. So, like, the lifting is lifting each other and the people around you. Overachieving is striving for excellence, but also keeping each other accountable to be the best that they can possibly be, to overachieve. And balancing is that, like, there is no leader, there's nobody that's necessarily calling the shots, making the plays. Everything is a vote. Everything is you know, it has to be unanimous amongst the group when any decision that's made. Obviously, that's harder when you have more people, but the good thing about it is making sure that you got people that are aligned with your values, so everybody's on the same page. With that being said, we have our members right now are Big Bro CB, me, One Way Burke, Souffle SK, King Kai, L.O.B God, Stretch Mills, Wordsmith. So that's 7, yeah.
And you battled One Way Burke.
I battled One Way Burke. I battled King Kai. I battled L.O.B God. And I battled SK, Souffle SK.
How is that after the battle? Like, what is it like to battle your label mate, and then after that, like, what is the relationship like after the battle?
I mean, it's different for everybody. It's different. It's individually. It's different individually. I mean, it's good. It's never any issues when you're prepping. You know what I'm saying? Because remember, this is like we all treat it like a sport as we should. So there's nothing wrong with playing basketball against your friend. You know what I'm saying? And the type of person I am, I don't bring up personal shit. You know what I'm saying? And in battle rap, and then it would be unethical to bring up shit that you've learned while, you know, like in personal relationship with this person, because then you're just using your information that you got through friendship. That's just fucked up. You know what I'm saying? But outside of that, it's good, bro. It's like pushing your, like, me and Burke, it's funny because me and Burke actually created L.O.B City while prepping for each other. Like, it's funny because, like, he says it all the time. Like, he's like, yo, like, because I reach out to people always. Everybody I'm battling, I reach out to them like, yo, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, I hope you do good. Like, on some real genuine shit. Because there's a lot of clown cornball people in battle rap. So, a lot of times I'm just testing the waters to see what to expect. You know what I'm saying? So, if I'm like, yo, and I hit him up like just on some genuine, yo, what's good, bro? Just checking up on you. Hope you good. You know what I'm saying? Making sure we good for this battle, da-da-da. And, you know, shout out to Visa, too. That's my guy. Burke, you know, and Burke is a real genuine guy. You know what I'm saying? It's funny because we come from two totally different places in Buffalo. You know, we're two totally different people, but something about it just we vibed with each other from the jump. Like me and Burke to this day never had no issues. I mean, everybody in the group, I for the most part, we've had little like arguments, and little disagreements and shit, but this shit is like we like a family. Like, it's just like your brothers, you know what I'm saying? You get into fights with your brothers, arguments with your brothers. But me and Burke, we've always been good since day one. And then after that, it was just we add people as we see fit. And a lot of times too, it's like we reach out to people that we feel would be dope, but we also allow people to reach out to us too, because we want to be a destination for talented people to want to be in our group. You know what I'm saying? And for example, like King Kai and SK, like they reached out to us, you know what I'm saying? And we felt like already me and Burke individually like, yo, this guy's nice, you know what I'm saying? And they came to us and it was a win-win because we want them to be a part of our group. They want to be a part of our group. It's a match made in heaven. So, and they're both super talented. So shout out to them.
Nah, I love that. I think that's dope, and I think that Upstate battle rap needs that. Definitely needs that support, and so that you guys can get to that next level and be able to rival some of these bigger markets in different spaces.
Yeah, bro. Last weekend they had the We Go Hard. They did a whole Upstate card where Gwitty is a popular battle rapper on We Go Hard, and We Go Hard is probably like top 5, top 7 battle leagues in the world. So. Shout out to Lumi Huss and BKBL. That's a local battle rap league, and they brought out Gwitty to host, and he saw all the dope shit that was going on in Upstate, and he's like, yo, I want to book all of y'all and We Go Hard. So in Brooklyn or Queens, wherever we were at, and bro, like when I say the whole event was Upstate, bro, like that shit was crazy. Like, everybody came out from Upstate. All different groups, all everything. And it was like Upstate unity, too. It wasn't no bullshit. We all supported each other. And that's what was fire. Like, that's what was like, yo, nah, this shit could be a movement. And, like, they started, like, what do they call it? They started, like, using the phrase New Upstate. Because for a while back in the day, they called it New Midwest. And, like, everybody from the Midwest unified and went up against New York niggas. So now it's like New Upstate, and we're going to go up against everybody, and it's a really unified place. And up until now, it was divided because you had the Buffalo League versus the Rochester League, and there was drama. But now we don't give a fuck about the league owners. All the battlers from both the leagues is just fucking with each other. You know what I'm saying? And that's the way it should be. Like, fuck all that drama. Like,
all right, we back, man. We had a little technical difficulties. Usually I don't even announce it, but we gotta make sure people know that everything ain't perfect all the time. You know what I'm saying? But we talking about L.O.B City, and we talking about the formation of the group and basically Upstate and what's next in Upstate. So I guess my question for you is, what do you feel is next up in Upstate, or what else needs to be done in Upstate for Upstate to be like the place that it needs to be in battle rap?
So I'm gonna keep it a buck. So Upstate is moving in a great direction right now. What I feel like needs to happen in Upstate, in my opinion, is that obviously, there needs to be some unity with the league owners. Like the league owners is just they got some whole shit going on, but or at least Lumi's been on some shit where he's trying to involve everybody from different leagues. So shout out to him. He just started a new league, BKBL, and honestly, that league is a reason why like a lot of this upstate shit is moving the way it is because they brought Gwitty in and all that. So definitely shout out to him. But I don't know, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I'm not really into the politics all like that. So I mean that probably might not be the question for me, but I feel like we all need to support each other and push each other because the more opportunities we create, the more like for each other, the better the draw is gonna be. Then somebody else is gonna be like, "Yo, I wanna go to whoever wants smoke and smoke this boy," or I wanna go to On-Site. Like On-Site is my home league right now. Shout out to On-Site. So that's where I operate more. Like if you wanna battle me in Upstate, that you're gonna have to go through On-Site. You know what I'm saying? I haven't battled on BKBL yet. We've been talking about it, but we just waiting for the right situation. But as far as a home league, that's my home league.
Are there like contracts that say that you can't battle outside of your league? Okay.
Nah. I mean, some people have contracts. I don't have no contract, so I don't know about all that. That's not really. That's not a me problem.
He said, "I am not affiliated with that." He said, "That is not my issue."
Nah. I'm. I fuck with On-Site. They treat me good. You know what I'm saying? I'm comfortable over there. I get what I want over there for the most part. I get good opportunities. I get good networking. Get good visuals. Get good audio. Get all of that. You know what I'm saying? I'm comfortable over there for sure. That's when I battled L.E.L. That it was On-Site.
Okay, I got you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I guess it's time for me to get spicy.
Oh,
it's time for me to get spicy. I'm just curious to know. So, who is your top 5 favorite battle rappers of all time?
In Upstate or?
Are we gonna get to Upstate? I just want to know who your 5 of all time is.
I got 6. I 6 no order.
Okay.
So I got Daylight. Daylight, K-Shine, Luke Castro, Big K, Twerk, Shotgun Sugar.
6 of all time. You got Shotgun Sugar in your top 6?
That's my boy.
Of all time?
Yes, sir.
That's different.
Oh, wait, all time?
So you're saying that
I gotta put Rex in there somewhere.
T-Rex, I
gotta put Rex in
there.
Sue
Surf, you got
I'm not a big
DNA.
I'm not a big DNA.
Charlie
fan.
Clips.
Not a big. At one point he was the best, but he's not my favorite though.
Okay. JC.
Never.
You don't like JC?
Nah.
JC's tough.
He's
from Pontiac.
Yes, sir. I know who JC is. I'm very well aware. I'm just not a big fan.
Okay, fair enough. All right, and then a top 5 Upstate.
Ugh. All right, that's tough, bro.
And are you in it?
Am I in it?
Yeah.
My top 5 in Upstate is tough. Like, I would put Souffle SK is number 1. He's my favorite. He's L.O.B City. King Kai is number 2. L.O.B City. Chase Paper, Rochester, Rado Gang. Matlock Gang, Matlock Game, Rochester, and I think he's like independent. Sheesh, that fifth one is tough. Mm. I'm gonna throw Burke in there because that's the homie.
So 5 people from L.O.B City.
Nah,
Two people, like
three people
three
from
people from L.O.B City.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Okay.
And respectfully though, like Burke's been on a run. SK, so I'm gonna go off. SK is the most creative nigga in Upstate, no question. He gonna come up with the most creative shit you ever heard. And the crazy shit, he'd just come up with that shit while you on the phone. Like he'd just start rapping out of nowhere. You'd be like, "What the fuck? What? Like what the fuck is that?" That's some amazing shit. Like he blows my mind. Pause. Like every single time. Kai is probably the most well-rounded battle rapper in Upstate. I think that's fair to say. Chase is a legend. Chase been on URL. Chase's style is very similar to mine also, and there's a lot of respect there. So I really look at him as somebody that's like is somebody that like and he's like that's my guy too. You know what I'm saying? Matlock, he's probably one of the most unique battle rappers in Upstate. You hearing me like, yo, where the fuck did that shit come from? Like, shit's amazing. And then, like I said, Burke is unique also in a different way, and it's funny because you don't think sometimes you be like, I don't know Burke, but that shit always works. So that's my guy, man.
I'm happy for you. And I'm happy for you because I'm just happy to see that you're in a better space mentally, physically, spiritually, and just doing something you're passionate about.
I'm good right now, man. I'm in a good space right now. You know, I'm not really, I've been taking a lot of time away from socials. I've been spending a lot of time with my people, my group. They motivate me. They're they push me. They keep me accountable. They keep me motivated, all that, you know what I'm saying? So if I didn't have L.O.B City, I probably would have quit a long time ago. When that's real.
That's real. Alright, well, if people want to follow you,
hey, definitely give me Big Bro Banks on Twitter, Big Bro CB on Facebook. Look up all my battles on YouTube. Watch that shit, comment, like, and all that. On-site Battle League on YouTube.
What battle was the most, or do you think is the most defining battle for your career?
When I battled Matlock, that was the turning point for me, in my opinion. Either that or one take MacGyver. Probably Matlock. That was probably one of my most difficult battles also. He's tough. He's tough and he's different.
Did you win?
Did I win? I don't know. It's debatable. It really is. It's debatable. He's good, man. He's good. I feel like I got the third. I feel like he got the first. And we did 4-minute rounds, bro. He's a writer. I said, yo, I want 4-minute rounds. I want to write. That's another thing when I battle, bro. I battle with challenges. I don't battle for no reason, bro. You know what I'm saying? I want challenges. I want, like, specific challenges. Like, when I battle Matlock, he's a writer. I want to outright him. When I battled Kai, he was the up and coming crazy, like everybody fucking. Like, I wanted to be on that level. I wanted to prove that I was on that level with him. I wanted to, when I battled, when I battled Dunny, I wanted to Dunny, Well, nah, I ain't gonna say. When I battled Burke, I wanted to go for performance because he's a performer. You know what I'm saying? When I battled SK, I wanted to battle him in a quiet room because a quiet room is all writing. It's all creativity. No crowd reaction is going to cut you off. You can't win off a crowd reaction. It's a quiet room. You got 5 people in there. I wanted to go against him and write my ass off. I did pretty good. But if he would have came prepared, he probably would have smoked the fucking my boots. Yeah, I got off on a technicality, that one.
That's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Is there anything else you want to say to the people? Anything you think that they need to know?
Hey, I appreciate you, bro. It's love, bro.
Always.
You know that. You know you my guy, bro. You know, I've always, we kept in contact for a reason. You've been a mentor to me. You've been somebody that I could, look to. You know what I'm saying? This is a blessing. You know what I'm saying? As far as everybody listening, definitely tune in to L.O.B City. Definitely tune in to Big Bro CB, One Way Burke, King Kai, Stretch Mills, L.O.B the God, Souffle SK. Yeah, I hope I didn't miss anybody. Tune in the whole Upstate, man. We're doing good. And anybody's a hater, kiss my ass.
Just like that.
Swear to God.
And like I said, you're tuning in to Talk Ain't Cheap. Thank you so much to my bro, Big Bro CB. And like I said, you tuning in to Talk Ain't Cheap. It's not that deep. It's a vibe. Make sure y'all follow Talk Ain't Cheap on all platforms, Talk Ain't Cheap Network. And make sure you like, subscribe, follow, share, and do all the things you're supposed to do. And just follow the journey because we're growing every single day.
Next time I'm bringing my guys, too. We all gonna get shit. And next time we don't gotta be so serious, man.
Was I serious today?
Yeah, I think you were serious.
I'm just a serious person these days sometimes, bro.
Nah.
I know it sounds crazy, right?
Come on, bro.
I be chilling, bro.
Nah,
this is just
we gonna
the
get
vibe.
some funny niggas in here. We gonna get it right. We gonna get it right.
All right, well, thank you so much for being here. And like I said, you tuning in to Talk Ain't Cheap. It's not that deep. It's a vibe.